Hasn't John been on ARVs? And didn't his test results show that the infection was under control? Surely that means that inflammation is no longer a problem? To answer these questions, we need to take a brief look at how John's treatment works. Many different drugs have been developed to manage HIV, and in most cases, these drugs are used in combination with one another. Reverse transcriptase inhibitors target the viral enzyme reverse transcriptase, which is responsible for converting the viral RNA into DNA. When this step is limited, viral replication cannot proceed. Integrase inhibitors target another vital part of the HIV virus life cycle. As we saw earlier, the virus actually inserts itself into the host cell's genome and does this using an enzyme known as integrase. When integrase activity is inhibited, the virus is unable to incorporate itself into the host cell's DNA, and viral replication is limited. Protease inhibitors target a later step of viral replication, preventing transcribed viral proteins from being cleaved into shorter active proteins necessary for packing into new virus particles. John has been on a treatment that combines a number of these drugs, and their use has managed to lower viral replication to a point that his body is able to manage. However, as you can see through the description of viral replication and how these drugs work to limit it, none of them actually cure his infection. John's test results show a relatively high CD4 count for his stage of the disease, as well as a low viral load, which shows us that his treatment is doing its job, but that does not mean that he is no longer infected with the virus. Antiretroviral therapy, therefore, may control the virus life cycle, but it does not normalize John's immune response. Yes, that's essentially what's been going on below John's fairly healthy-looking exterior. Despite the control of his disease with drugs, his immune system has been constantly responding to the infection, and he's been in a constant state of low-grade systemic inflammation since his diagnosis.
Over time, his blood vessels have become more and more occluded as the increased LDL levels caused by either the HIV virus or the ARVs combined with the inflammatory response has led to the development of plaques. This narrowing of his blood vessels has put increased pressure on his heart to pump blood through his circulatory system, which has led to the symptoms John has been experiencing.
Whether John and other patients like him are at a higher risk of suffering from CVD because of the virus itself, their treatment regimens, or even factors such as their genetic makeup and how this causes them to metabolize their ARVs, it's clear that their diagnosis has indeed increased their risk.